these consoles tripled in
You,
price.
you go
I'd
there.
say 16 starting to become like the minimum. Ain't nobody running on 8 gigs right now, brother. If you are, like, you ain't playing nothing. Hey guys, I'm Josh Brown.
And I'm Jordan Stevens.
And you're watching the Cars and Health Bars podcast. Let's get right into the episode. Hey guys, welcome to Cars and Health Bars. Today is February 20th, 2026. I want to say a big shout out to Chemical Guys, SteelSeries, Blackout Coffee, Badass Extension Cords, and Speedway Motors for sponsoring this episode of the Cars and Health Bars podcast. I'm going to throw it to Jordan for our random car fact of the week.
All right. So, in the early 1970s, GM installed a fiber optic bulb check system in some cars that routed light from the dashboard indicator bulbs to multiple warning icons on the dash. So, instead of having a bulb for each warning, one light source fed several of the indicators through little tiny plastic pipes. So,
Did you know
comment
this
if you
one?
didn't know that. I didn't know this one. This one was actually, I did not know.
Kind of cutting
Granted,
edge for the 70s.
yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with 70s clusters. I usually, chuck them out and throw like a Dakota Digital in there on anything that old.
Dakota Digital. Yeah. Oh my God. I want to say a disclaimer at the beginning. I recently moved my whole entire PC setup into a studio. I'm working on it's work in progress. So if you hear some echoes, I'm really, really sorry. I've got soundproofing on the way. It's going to look, hopefully, it looks so dang good. We can do away with this digital backdrop behind me and we can have something really cool in the background. But in the meantime, sorry about the echoes. All right. So, our cars topic, I want to tell you guys, remind you to go check out our last episode. We talked to Scott Kolsak about his project Get in the Stand. It is such a great, like, after joining his email listing, like the stuff he just throws at you all the time. It's not like spam emails. It's just like really useful stuff like, hey, check out this content creator, or, share your podcast with all my viewers. It's always really, really good stuff. I can't encourage you enough to go check out Gits. Scott was such a cool guy. Like we're still talking ever since the podcast. He's just like, he's stayed in touch. He's going to be one of those guests that probably come back on a couple more times.
I really
He's going to
enjoyed
stay
having
close. He was really intelligent, man. And like what he's doing, like it kind of, I don't know about you, but it took me back that like, he's not even really like a driver or a racer. He's just like so involved in our community, and him not being into motorsports like that, it was kind of odd, but I respect it.
No, I like that for sure. I mean, I wouldn't put him too far past not liking motorsports like that. He did say he's raced a little, so like,
Yeah.
he got some kind of passion under there for sure. I don't doubt.
Yeah. Him being a numbers guy though, like big respect. That's cool. Like
Yeah, for sure.
knowing all
I
the
really
statistics.
appreciate the website. I think that's an underrated tool. Like it's just not. I guess a lot of people just haven't found it that could find it.
Mm-hmm. It's very useful resource. One of the big things I want to talk about today on the cars topic is 13 secrets that make your car last forever. I found this list online and I thought, you know what? Let's ask a good old wrench monkey himself, old Jordan here, and see what he thinks, if these secrets are myths or if there's some truth to them. So we could jump right into it with number one here. I feel like this is an easy one. Cold starts matter more than oil change intervals.
I need like a buzzer if it's wrong. Like, cold starts matter more than oil change intervals. I think that can be just a little too broad. Like, are we talking instead of changing at 5, I do it 7 or 8? Or am I changing my oil at 20,000? You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. That's wild.
I wouldn't say they matter more. If you're talking about, I park my car overnight, all the oil drains into the pan, there's nothing on the bearings, and I start it, and it has to circulate that oil to the places it needs to go. And then not only circulate to where it needs to go, as your engine heats up, it does this whether it's hot or cold, but it does it more when it's hot. It literally like at the end of your rods where they lap together. Oil
Hmm.
sprays out from there. It's excess. It sprays out and mists the crankcase like your wrist pins and stuff. So, uh, I gotta say no though. I think oil change interval is important.
Yeah, especially I feel like newer engines, like I don't know, would like 2018 plus, like they are so sensitive to oil changes and like just getting gummed up inside of the injectors and stuff. It's just like it's so not injectors. What am I trying to say? Uh, whatever got gummed up in the terrain, I can't remember what it was, but
The
they
vacuum pump locked up on it, didn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, vacuum pump. Yeah, yeah. Like just it's so important. These engines, these newer engines are I feel like are so much more sensitive
Yeah,
to bad oil,
that's a really
used
good
up
point
oil.
actually because you got, especially on newer cars, like we're talking 2000s, maybe 90s and up.
Yeah.
You have so many things that are driven off oil. You have time and chain tensioners if they're not, spring loaded. You have phasers and all these other components that turbos that utilize the oil in a way that your not only your engine does it, but these other components do, and it's just as vital for them to have good quality oil.
Absolutely. And it's like you said, I mean back in the day I feel like a 350, like golly, you could change its oil like three times in its lifetime and it'd be all right, just keep topping her off. I mean, it's wild now. These new engines are so dang sensitive.
For
But
sure, they run some thin oil.
yeah, they do. 020, shoosh, brother. That's like
Oh
water.
16, I think there's even lower
Golly.
than that.
Unbelievable. How about short trips kill cars? Never get fully up to temp equals moisture, fuel dilution, sludge. Grandma's car dies early.
Yeah, I kind of want to loop this into something else, but it might be in the list later. But yeah, I would totally say, yeah, shorter drives are typically worse. Although I don't think driving while it's cold, I don't think that's a big thing. Like
Hmm.
you warm your car up more while you drive it, so I can't contribute that to wearing more. I don't agree with that, but I would say in general, yeah, if you're short tripping it, not letting it get up to temp, and then you cold start it more often, yeah, that would increase wear.
More wear, yeah.
Supposedly, this is all theory. I think in the real world, it ain't gonna hurt as much. But this is like just comparing two things, So yeah, I would say it is a little more wear.
All right. What about change fluids people forget exist? Transmission, differential, brake
Absolutely.
fluid, power steering. Lifetime fluid is marketing, not science.
Brake fluid. People, I can't tell you how much it crossed, like, did not cross my mind. Like, how much more it matters than you think about brake fluid. Most cars, I will say, have really good brake systems in them now. Like,
Yeah.
even if you got water in that thing, it makes enough brake pressure to lock the tire up. And that's not what you want. So if it's doing enough to do that, your ABS is going to work. Like, it's going to do its job. But yeah, changing it. You don't want water in there. You don't want your hydraulic control unit to, you know, have water in it and then, oh, hey, I'm going to stop working. Or even just brake fluid that isn't recommended to your car.
Yeah.
If it takes dot four, put dot four in it. Don't put dot three.
I'll say if you're somebody that's like not super car savvy, I'd say power steering's a really important one because that's something that whenever it runs out, you'll think your car is getting ready to explode because it whines so loud. And when that power steering pump goes, oh man, you talking about a bill. It's so
Mm.
much cheaper just to dump a bottle in and save you and fix the leak than the whole entire unit explode or ruin.
Yeah, I can make a whole point about leaks, dog. That is, people let them ride. I get it why I do too. But
Yeah. I mean, I've been letting it ride. It's just the amount of money it's going to charge to replace my power steering pump. I can just keep buying bottles and justify
yeah,
that as slow as
I
it leaks.
understand.
It's plus, I mean, it's the Regal. So, uh, number four says small leak. Okay, back to leaks. Fix small leaks immediately. Valve covers steep today. What's that say? Valve cover steep today equals low oil pressure tomorrow. Spun bearing next year.
I don't agree with what it's saying there with oh, you're gonna spin a bearing because of your leaks.
Small
You
oil leak,
know,
yeah.
that is not due to. It is usually due to lack of oil or a clearance issue. That is almost never. And by lack of oil, I mean like you have starved your engine. I doubt a valve cover leak would starve an engine.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's you got to think. I mean, that's not holding oil for the fact of it
Yeah, it's
holding
not an
oil.
oil
That's just
pan.
holding what's splashed up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I
That
wouldn't
I
say
don't
that,
agree
but
with
I
that
do
either.
agree with fix them while they're small.
Yeah,
Because then
1000%.
you might get
Then they become
multiple.
harder
And
to find.
yeah, you get multiple, and then no, well, is it the crank sealer? Is it the oil pan? Is it the valve cover? I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Just next time you get a big Amazon box, cut that thing up and slide it underneath your car so you can see if you got any drips. That's like the
Absolutely.
easiest way.
Catch them as soon
Easiest
as they
way.
start. It don't cost as much.
You might not know you got a leak right now. That they
For
sneak up
sure.
on you.
Parking
I mean,
gravel, you really don't know.
right. OEM sensors are OEM sensors are worse than cheap aftermarket. I mean,
Brother.
1000%.
No.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I've had some.
Absolutely not.
I guess it matters what brands you buy because I mean I know you've
For
gotten
sure.
some bad sensors in the past. I mean,
Yeah, I
cheap
know
MAF
people who've
sensors.
gotten like 2 or 3 bad sensors in a row from a parts house.
This is saying crank sensor causes ghost problems that snowball. I mean,
Nah, your
nah.
crank sensor's either working or it ain't. There's very little room for it to have an intermittent issue.
Yeah.
It's a Hall effect sensor, so it's either that thing either working or it ain't, unless it's a pulse generator. But either way, they either work or they don't.
I've gotten bad cam position sensors for the Dakota before. I'm not gonna lie. And I think it might have even came from a
OEM,
parts house. No, it was aftermarket from parts house,
yeah,
but
the
it
cheaper
was
brands,
not
man.
good.
I
Yeah,
can
bad.
recommend no, like my Camaro, for example. I buy OEM sensors, wiring components. It's all as OEM as can be.
That's why I always go to you and Caleb whenever it comes to like especially electrical stuff like that, buying the right thing because I know that there are some bad brands out there and some cheapos that ain't worth cheaping out on.
Yeah, for sure.
Heat is the real enemy, not mileage. Cooling system maintenance equals engine longevity.
Nah, not just that. Heat isn't the enemy, and it is. It's kind of weird. So like, we need a
At a
certain
certain
amount of
point,
heat.
yeah,
Now, overheating is definitely bad. Warping ahead, pre-detonation, whatever heat battles you're facing.
yeah.
Heat is the thing that keeps that is what we're utilizing in the engine to make power. It is all a heat thermal event. But the problem is that the engine can only do so much of that because it absorbs some of the heat. So it's really funny. It's a battle of keeping it right where you want it almost because you're never going to have full efficiency of a ICE engine, internal combustion. It's inevitable that there will be a better design engine in the future, I would think. Maybe I'm wrong.
More at a surface level thing too. If you're just like looking at it from a driver, a lot of the time, your OEM temperature or engine temp gauge is usually not that super accurate. We learned
For
that from
sure.
Taylor Haney. Even like the Regal, I was looking it up because mine went past the halfway mark, and I'm kind of panicking a little bit.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
don't
oh my
worry
god,
about that. If it's at three
yeah.
quarters, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I learned they are super off, and they're chilling. I mean,
A really good tip I think of is if you drive a newer car, if your fans are on high, shut her down.
yeah,
You're probably, I mean, you might be fine, but most of the time it's only on high when it's pretty hot.
uh-huh. Number 7, we have letting problems ride, quote unquote ride, is what kills cars. That tick, clunk, or check engine light you ignore turns into a 4-figure repair. Your mechanics hate this moment.
I do and I don't. I like making money, so I mean, bring it in however you want, but
Bring
does
it
it
in on a
kill a
rollback.
car? No, my S10 is a perfect example. It's a shitbox.
Yeah.
It's check engine light on since I've owned it in high school. That's been 2018, 8 years.
Mine got check engine light and check
Mine's
check
had
vehicle
ABS
light.
check engine since then. It's been leaking engine oil since then. It's like, you name it, dog.
It's on, dude. Regal looks like a Christmas tree, man. It's got like BCM codes, TCM codes, ECU code. It's got them all. uh, Number 8, alignments save way more than tires. A bad alignment stress suspension, wheel bearings, and steering racks.
I've never thought of it as stressing components. It probably does, though. If you think about it, like, I would say in the extreme bad alignment cases, yeah. Not so much with camber. I think camber could maybe affect ball joints a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
they're supposed to be pretty tough. If they ain't taking the impacts, they're probably already worn.
Yeah.
The main thing I think that could stress components like the rack or tie rods is excessive toe in or out, especially toe out. So instead of both wheels being straight, they're both facing outward. And if you think about that, it's constantly trying to spread those wheels as far out as it can with traction, right? So it would try and pull the tie rods out further, which would probably wear them. So I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not just. Yeah, you think bad alignment, you think tires. It's
That's the main thing. That's gonna
yeah.
kill tires.
Tires are, well, depends on what kind of tires you get. They can be
Tires are
expensive.
important.
Yeah, tires are very important.
They matter to your stopping more than your brakes almost. I don't care how good your brakes are if your tires can't grip. You're either gonna lock the wheels up or you're gonna slow down slow. Like,
Yeah.
it matters.
This one I'm kind of curious on myself. Number 9, overfilling is just as bad as underfilling. Oil, transfluid, coolant,
Yeah.
too much causes aberration. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Pressure issues and leaks. Because I will say I'm guilty of this because like I said, the Regal, she leaks power steering fluid pretty bad. I just dump her in till either it starts coming out the top or I kind of feel like it's about right.
I don't think it can hurt a power steering system. Or
I definitely agree with oil though, because you're going to be pushing oil.
Yeah.
You're going to be pushing more oil out,
Well-
displacing more. Would that be the right way of saying that?
what do you mean by displacing? Like out of the oil pump?
It's just going to be more stress on your seals and stuff because there's more volume fighting against that sealed surface. No, am I thinking about that the wrong way?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think that's how. The main problem with blowing seals out is like extremely high crankcase
Too much
pressure.
oil pressure.
Crankcase pressure.
Okay.
Oil pressure, I've heard of it doing it if it's really high in like some race engines, but I've never seen that in the real world as a mechanic. Only in like one situation have I ever seen that. And
Okay.
overfilling power steering, that I don't see how that can hurt it. It's a gravity fed system. It's either got oil or it doesn't. And
Yeah.
then same for the cooling system. You cannot overfill it. It's got a degas bottle. It's gonna bleed out
Yeah, it's gonna
whatever's
overflow.
excess. Same for the like any cooling system. It's got to overflow. So
Yeah.
you
that's fair.
cannot mess that up. Now transmission and engine, yeah, totally agree. And same for rear end.
Yeah. Number 10, revving does not equal abuse. Lugging is. Low RPM
sure.
plus heavy throttle equals high cylinder pressure and bad time.
Yeah, lugging engines can be just as bad. I think a lot of people, maybe not a lot, some people are pretty rough on cars. I would say older people aren't hard enough on their cars. You need to take it through the motions. You don't need to just
1,000%.
drive it at 2,000 RPM the whole time. Get it some gas. Get some of that carbon buildup off. Let it breathe.
That oil pump ain't made it past
clear
60.
the cats out. The cats are clogged. Now, you see a real old person's car and like you test drive it, and the first time you bought it, it blasts smoke out. That's the cat's dog. They're literally not getting hot enough to do their job sometimes.
That's awful. I know the Regal was for sure. It was elderly owned, and that thing was puffing,
Yeah,
brother.
you go give her a few spins around the block, she'll clear up.
Number 11, battery health affects everything. Modern cars lose their mind on low voltage,
Absolutely.
weird shifting, false codes, electrical gremlins. I agree too because we've
We've seen it with the Fitch in.
The Fitch
That's
the
the
worst,
first thing.
man. Slow to crank, you're gonna lose crank signal. Like, oh my god, it's so annoying.
They don't
And
lose
everything
crank
else.
signal, but it just goes into whatever mode it sets at fault, and then it fires in batch mode, and
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
annoying.
you lose your tack, you lose
Yeah,
your StabiliTrak, your traction control. You lose like half your electrical equipment. It's a wonder if it don't kill the electric power steering pump on my car or electric power steering on my car.
it won't kill it, but that's usually the first thing to go out. If your
Yeah,
battery is like bad, like your alternator's not charging, like it's the first thing because it draws the most amperage. It's like 100 amp system, so
Christ.
I mean, it is demanding the most. That and the headlights,
Yeah,
heated seats. Yeah, I don't
heated
think you'd have
seats.
that on if you knew you was having battery issues though.
Yeah. Number 12, cheap parts cost more long term. You buy the same alternator Jesus. Buy the same
Oh,
alternator 3 times or buy a good one once.
hitting home,
I'm so guilty of that, dude.
hitting home.
That they didn't have to put alternator on their dog. They didn't have to.
That is actually funny. What about that? How many did you put on?
Two. And alternator, even cheap alternators aren't that cheap. I mean, it's like
No.
$100 less than a normal one.
And
Like,
you don't get one at a parts house. You get one off Amazon. You can't even
mhm,
warranty it like that.
nope. Just use it as a core for one at a parts house. That's all it's good for. Like, dang, dude, this alternator looks pretty shiny. Like, yeah, don't count on it. Yeah, cheap parts. I would say some parts for sure can cheap out on. I'll say I cheaped out on one particular thing when doing my boosted build. I cheaped out on a glow shift, a boost gauge, and instead of getting AEM like I got wideband, I was I'm boost gauge isn't important. It's not like my boost is going to vary very much on my setup, anyways. So I'm proud of it, dude. It looks nice. It's got super good amount of customization. So some things I would say, okay, engine parts,
It just
nah,
depends. I cheaped out on those trunnions, and look where that got me.
yeah. Engine parts, man, if they got a job, like if it's a valley cover, whatever. But like I said, an alternator, I mean, power steering pump, like something that's got a job, I wouldn't cheap out on. That's just my
Yeah, for
personal
sure. Something with a
experience.
very important job, I would not cheap out, like valve
Because
springs or something like that nature.
yeah. All right, coming in at number 13, the last one, maintenance beats modification. Every performance car lasts forever if maintained. Neglected stock cars die early.
Yeah, I agree. Neglecting, I not only like engine, the interior, dog. I cannot tell you how many new cars I see the interior is just trashed.
Yeah.
It's like there'd be two car seats in the back and it's just trash back there. Like, get your kids to clean up a little bit. Like, it's good for them to learn, anyways, and teach them to not trash the car. I mean, my mom would have whooped my ass.
Same.
I just see these cars. It's not just kids; it's adults too. By far, they're the worst.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I can't tell you, man. There's some cars I will not get in. Like, it's dead to me. I will never get in that car.
I'm pretty tidy. I keep my car very,
You
very
seen my
clean.
Camaro? It may not have got the best, oil leaks fixed and stuff, but the interior was well took care of.
Yeah. My car's got the most stuff it's ever had in it right now, and that's just because I've crammed all the new parts boxes inside my
Yeah,
Camaro. Looks like I'm about to go do
exterior
a
too,
UPS
dog.
deal.
Like paint. You can really keep a car looking good if you take care of the paint. That's a lot of maintenance, but
Yeah.
it's doable
Keeping it out of the sun, I'll say that from
for
experience,
sure.
man. My stripe's gone, and it's all due to the sun. I mean, Jordan, his head's covering it, but I mean, my stripe used to look very, very good. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's what my stripe used to look like, and it's literally gone. I mean, it looks awful, and it's all from the sun, man. The sun just it murders cars.
Yeah, UV is hard. Same on dashes,
Dashes, yeah,
seats, anything. It dries it out,
yeah.
especially if you got cheap pleather like our cars.
Hmm. So, don't really have too much time to hit these small points, but yeah, you know what? We'll just say this. Speaking of keeping your car clean on the outside, we're getting ready to throw it to an ad break. Pay close attention to that Chemical Guys ad. Go pick you up some spray wax. I'll say it makes my car shine and it just puts that nice slick coating on it. So, with that being said, guys, go check out our ads and we will see you on the gaming topic. I want to thank Blackout Coffee for sponsoring this episode of the Cars and Health Bars podcast. As you know, I work a blue-collar job just like most of you all do, and I need me a cup of joe to get me started first thing in the morning. I always like to hit some of this dark roast, brother. It puts hair on your chest, gets you good and woke up. And hey, if you got a wife like mine that loves some coffee, they've also got flavored coffee options such as jelly donut, salted mocha, cinnamon French toast. Look at the ratings on that, brother. Almost 1,500 5-star reviews. I've been drinking some of that good dark roast to get me started. And hey, they've even got instant coffee. We've all been there running late for work. Grab you one of these and dump it in your water bottle. You got coffee on the go. I want to again thank Blackout Coffee for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Go on over, support our sponsors, support our troops. Good old America. Get you a cup of Blackout Coffee, brother. Our first sponsor today, of course, you know them, you love them, Chemical Guys. They have the best car care products in the game. Of course, my favorite products here, you got the starter kits. I highly recommend the starter kits to any of our listeners because it is the greatest way to get a bulk amount of products. It's just the best bang for your buck. Even the mini arsenal, it comes with everything you need. It's got the honeydew soap, it's got the spray wax, it's got the bucket, the foam cannon, it's got everything you need. Cars 10 site-wide for 10% off your order. And our next sponsor today is Badass Extension Cords. They've got some of the highest quality extension cords in the game here. Got their outdoor extension cords pulled up. What I really like about them is they have all these customizable colors that you can do, and you can even have unique writing on them to make them say whatever you want. They've got the 50-foot Pro cable with 6 outlets going along the whole entire cord. These cords are some of the highest quality that you have around. You need some of these in your shop. Even the indoor ones, they go all the way up to 100 foot. They go all the way down to 25 foot. Why not pick up a badass extension cord for your shop so you can make sure that you do not lack anything whenever it comes to working on your project? You need that for those power tools. You know you do. That being said, guys, head on over to Badass Extension Cords, pick you up a cord, and use our affiliate link so they know we sent you. I want to thank Speedway Motors for sponsoring the podcast. One of my favorite parts, wiring harness. They have a DIY wiring harness, so if you are not that good at wiring, they have a full kit that is a universal. You just pick what circuit you want. It is as simple as you get it. They have a lot of parts for your older cars. It's hard to beat these deals. Some of the best prices, that's always what I've known them for, is the really good prices, the really good quality. So yeah, guys, hop on over there. See if they've got something for your build and use our affiliate link so they know that we sent you. And with that being said, guys, let's get right back into the topic. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed sitting through our ads. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't sipping on some Blackout Coffee every Saturday morning, waking me up. Well, I found out some interesting news today in the gaming world. I found out that Halo is finally coming to Sony. So with that, do you think maybe we're starting to lose some of the exclusive title games?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious because, right, the Steam machine is supposed to have Xbox support, right?
Yes.
So we got like Forza on PC already, but it's on Xbox. I'm thinking we're gonna see just crossover. I don't
About
know
dang time, man.
Xbox exclusives anymore.
It's just me, but it felt like that was just such a rivalry. They had their titles, and now it's finally like I feel like crossplay kind of like made a truce because it's like, how can we play with these other consoles if I can't play that title?
You know, PC gaming has really took off from where it was, I think. Well, you know what? Maybe not, because before I was into it, it was still really big in the early 2000s, and then it kind of died off a little bit, and it came back. But overall, I think PlayStation has just actually killed the Xbox so much that why should there be exclusives, first of all? And then second of all, I think the PS5 has outsold every Xbox ever made. So it's like, bro, the Xbox ain't been doing nothing since the 360 compared to PlayStation.
Yeah. I'm glad to see it though, man. It's I've enjoyed the Halo series forever. It's nice to see, some people that are diehard PlayStation people can get on there. And like I said, I hope we do see it die down a little bit with certain companies having exclusivity. I hope we see it for GTA 6, but I highly doubt it. I feel like we're going to be late to the party like we were for GTA 5, unfortunately. It's just, I don't know. They haven't announced anything yet, but I just feel like that's what's going to happen. They done got us once.
Yeah, I really want to see the console wars end. I want to see just everyone can join a party chat together. Everyone can play as long as there's not exclusives. Everyone can play the same
Yeah.
game together in the same lobbies. We already got pretty close to that with like Call of Duty and stuff, but
Yeah.
we need this for like Minecraft. We need this for like 7 Days to Die. I mean, all these games as a community, if we were just all on different platforms but could play together, it would be so much better for everyone. The only thing that should separate us is region, in my opinion. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
NA,
just
Europe,
connectivity
yeah,
issue.
that's the only reason why.
And even then, like, man, I feel like I get some good signal in
Yeah,
EU servers
EU's not
sometimes.
awful. Like you have
Yeah,
120 ping, you're probably not gonna be the end of your world.
yeah, I agree. The console wars, it's gotta go. Like it's 2026. Like let's call in some equality in the
It ain't gonna
gaming
happen.
space. It won't, dude.
That's just the way the market is. I get it.
I'd die if there was like a spike in like a console war again. Like it just starts back up out
It
of
absolutely
nowhere.
could. You never know. I mean, I would not doubt that.
Oh my god.
The memes were so good. Like the PC Master Race just comes in out of nowhere. Like, oh, we're so much better than everyone. I've spent way more
140
money.
frames.
Yeah, like, I spent $15,000 on my setup.
That animation, dude, I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Flash Kids.
Yeah. Speaking
Shout
of the
out.
Steam, yeah, shout out Flash Kids. He still makes stuff, dude. That's
I know.
crazy. Him and Papa Meat, I think, did a podcast for a little while called Cream Crew.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I've seen.
Anyways, yeah, the Steam machine. I feel like I'm just kind of asking, like, where you at, dog? Like, it's we were so amped up about this, and like now it's kind of like radio silence on there, and we're still supposed to get it early this year, but it seems like due to shortage in RAM and other parts, it feels like it's starting to kind of look like it's going to be maybe a little bit later in the first half of 2026 because it's just been radio silence from Valve here lately.
Yeah. Maybe we just didn't give some support, guys. Like a gambler down on us. Like, all right, look, get back on that horse and ride it. Get some RAM in this thing.
Yeah.
Let's get her going. We got hungry people wanting their Steam machine.
Trevor was talking about it at lunch today. He was like, "Yeah, I need to get this PC sold so I can buy a Steam machine." I was like, "Brother, I'm like,
Why
you
sell
don't need
it
to
till
jump the
you
gun."
get it? Why
That's
sell
what
it
I'm
till you get
saying.
one?
He wants it on day one. He got the Steam Deck on day one, and he's dead set on getting the Steam machine on day one.
So
I'm
your
like,
current setup just to get that?
what I'm kind of worried for him because I mean, are we expecting it to be decent at launch? I mean, the Steam Deck definitely was, but I mean, I don't know. I'm
think it
just
will
so
be.
optimistic.
I'm not You mean not optimistic? Another word.
Yeah. I
Pessimistic.
just
Yeah, I get that, and the way a lot of things launch now, but I do like Valve and Steam. Like I trust them. They always deliver, dog. I gotta say that they are heavy hitters.
yeah. I feel like the only thing that could be a little bit of a right hook from them is if for some reason, like even the top dog package is still, a not so moderate pre-built. Like,
Yeah.
Their $1,000 package still ain't really knocking what, for example, what Trevor's already rocking. Like it could be, a step worse.
Kind of in that sense of the equation is consoles being $1,000. Like this is insane to me.
Yeah, and it's funny too because PCs are they're still hanging around, like
you can build a $500 PC still.
That's what I'm getting at. Like PCs, they haven't really gone up that much, and these consoles tripled in price.
You on Marketplace, you can find some good deals.
I feel like just being on like an operating system like Windows instead of like your I would say iPhone of a console. You know, you got like a
Yeah,
Xbox where you got all
you're
your
very
apps laid
limited
out.
to
It's
some function of the. You're on like a
yeah.
closed software.
I feel like people are so scared they're gonna like mess it up and get viruses and like just not know what they're doing. But
With
man,
the Steam machine is on Windows, is it not, or is it Linux?
it's Linux.
Okay,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Linux
nah, I think it was.
because I think that's one of the reasons why it's going to be cheaper. Because I mean, we all know Windows is expensive compared to
Yeah,
Linux.
it'd be
I can
cool to see.
appreciate that.
It'd be cool to
It
see
is
the
going to
function.
it is going to be cool to see, and it seems like the speculation is holding pretty consistent that there's going to be a $600 to $800 package and a $1,000 to $1,200 Steam machine. So there's going to be like two versions of it, and
Yeah,
essentially the only difference is going to be either storage and RAM or graphics card and storage.
I bet
It's
it's a
got to be it's got
graphics
to be
card in
storage.
there.
Yeah, it's also got to have storage, man. I feel like it's going to be a storage difference in one of them.
Yeah, I doubt we're gonna see a big RAM difference. I know the price did kind of go crazy this year and early last year, I think, but
This might cause this might cause the lower ones to get 16 gigs of RAM.
possibly I don't see that though
Uh,
personally. And
16 gigs is starting to not cut it.
it's still enough though. You
Yeah,
can
but
get by with some good 16 gigabyte RAMs, like
for sure. But
gigabytes of
I'd
RAM.
say 16 starting to become like the minimum. I mean, you can't deny that. Like, ain't nobody running on 8 gigs right now, brother. If you are, like, you ain't playing nothing. Like
That's what I had starting out, baby.
me too. But like now that games are starting to get more hungry for that high speed RAM, I
Yeah,
feel like 16 is becoming the new minimum. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really want some 32, but 16 is just kind of what I've been rocking for right now.
yeah,
It do be bogging down sometimes.
that's all right. I
Uh,
don't even know what is like the minimum requirements of most games on RAM now. That's something I don't really see. But like, for instance, here I just pulled up the first thing I saw on Steam.
I was gonna say pull up Arc Raiders. That'd
Well,
be
Warframe, right? I'm not a Warframe player, but it looks good. Like it would be demanding. 4 gigs is a minimum requirement.
Arc Raiders is 12, which let's just round up because ain't
Okay,
nobody got an odd number of RAM or is
six,
that
16
two
would
six
cut it.
sticks. I don't even know if they make
But
6 sticks.
no, they don't. Well, they might actually. I don't know. But
Yeah, 16.
anyways, when you think about like how much RAM do you need? Well, just because I have 16 gigs doesn't mean I can dedicate all of that to the game.
Mhm.
So 12, like if you have 16 gigs, you could probably use 12 on a game. But
Yeah.
any more than that, I think you're cutting it.
Do your research too, because I mean, like, there's certain stuff you wouldn't really expect to be so heavy on RAM, and it is. Like, you think of Minecraft, dude. You heavily mod
It only uses
Minecraft.
2 gigs unless you change it in your launch settings.
Yeah, but if you mod Minecraft, is what I'm
Oh,
getting
you
at. If
need it.
you, oh, you need it. I didn't know that. I went to modded Minecraft. My PC's like burnt,
I
one
got
frame a second.
32 gigs now. Though. I put 20 dedicated to that thing. Let her eat.
Let her eat, dude. Uh, One more thing I want to talk about on this gaming topic is you don't follow much Fallout, do you, Jordan?
No, but I'm trying. I might get into it. I think I will
And you
enjoy it.
should. I think you will be dead hooked. Fallout Season 2 came out. It's been coming out, but I'm one of those people that love to binge shows, so I had to wait until the final episode came out to start my binge. Oh, buddy. Oh my God, it's so great. I love that for you too, that you're thinking about getting into it because you can binge 2 full seasons. And it don't really take that long to get through. There's like 8 episodes a season. They're like an hour a piece. It's like 8 hours.
I watch anime. I binge.
Oh yeah, you're good. Season 2, man, it made no. Oh man, I don't know
I've
if
seen
it's better than
clips.
season 1. It's so good, man. Like they seen so much positive response, which they should have known already. We were gonna love it. That they've already started accelerating their production on season 3. And I
The new
seen rumors.
Fallout game's supposed to be coming out with what the
Yeah,
release of the. No,
yeah.
I
There's
can't remember.
been
I heard something about it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to spoil it, but like the where one of the main characters is ending up at the end of season 2 is probably more than likely teasing at the scene where Fallout 5 is going to be at.
Yeah.
But I'll say the fans have been wrong in the past because there was a big thing at the end of Fallout that we needed to watch, and everybody thought it was going to be them shadow dropping a Fallout 3 remastered or maybe New
Yep.
Vegas
I remember
remastered.
hearing about that.
And everybody's bubble was busted because this big announcement was like Fallout is wanting to do another show where it's like a Mr. Beast style. Like, I don't know. I kind of took it as Mr. Beast style, but like a bunch of people are stuck in a vault and it's going to be like whoever's last man standing kind of thing.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
bro, we were wanting a shadow drop game and you give us this like a
wanting
casting
games.
call. Yeah, we don't want no casting call. I ain't about to give up my life for 3
Remaster
weeks.
New Vegas.
Oh my god,
100%.
I would too, man. Because I mean, the main scenery of season 2 is New Vegas, so it's like big throwbacks. Yeah. I'm sad too because I never played New Vegas, so a lot of it's not really like I'm not understanding a lot of it. It makes me kind of sad. I'm like,
that's funny because I've actually watched a full playthrough of it. That's the only one
I
kind of understand.
Ooh, dude, you gotta watch it. You're doing yourself a disservice by not watching Fallout, dude. It's so good. Like,
I could say the
would
same
lose
thing
it.
for you, Bubba.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty much all we've got. Just wanted to hop on here. Next week, I think, if we don't have anything planned, I would really like to do the daily driver bracket. So if you are able to follow the Snapchat so you can follow us there, that's where we'll be taking the submissions. And then the week after that is the first Bowling Green Cars and Coffee hosted at Beach Bend Raceway Park, and I will definitely be going there as long as my car ain't tore apart or something.
I better not freaking work.
You just worked last Saturday. You should be good.
We'll see. I don't know how it is sometimes. It'd be crazy.
I'll be there.
I'll have insurance on the bike, so.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. But yeah, guys, follow the Snapchat, follow the TikTok. We're posting some bangers over there. So with that being said, guys, we will catch you in the next one. Brother, what are you still doing here? Check out some of these social medias below me. If you're not following, go change that today.